Hi, this is Mo Singer on behalf of Angora Poets World Cafe. This would be May 31st on a Sunday. And welcome on board. And when you see this recording, if you have attempted to come on board tonight and weren't able to get on, it's because we had a glitch with the Zoom link. And I'm sorry about that. I do apologize. So we've corrected the link glitch, and we're beginning with 8 or 9 people. And apologies if any of you got turned away because it wasn't working when you first came on board to get in. So here we are, Angora Poets World Cafe, and welcome you all. And we would like to open up now with a presentation by Christopher Sims. So please, Christopher.
Thank you, Mo. Appreciate it, and always appreciating the platform. I'll start off with, I think I'm going to do all justice poetry this my afternoon here in
Yeah.
Illinois. So this is entitled Poetry That Gives Birth to Revolution. And a young lady, she might have chosen this poem to read at a protest in Clinton, Iowa yesterday. We need powerful, empowering poetry, poetry that promotes positivity, poetry that encourages people to progress, poetry that gives birth to revolution. We need poetry that puts on black berets, black dashikis, black pants, and black boots. Poetry that rises and raises its fist to run after the oppressor to oppose their rendering racism. Poetry that challenges the boys in blue. Poetry that kicks butt when we sit back and say, hey, get them poetry. Poetry that gives birth to revolution. This world needs poetry that puts an end to poverty, to starvation, to homelessness, to dehumanization, to mass incarceration, to the criminalization of dehumanization and dehumanization of black and brown people, to racist evils, to bigotry, to all of the inequality and inequity in this country, to the killing of black lives, to the notion that black folk always have to die. Poetry that gives birth to revolution. And that's that poem.
Well, all I can say about that is right on. Can you follow that, Christopher, with another poem?
I can. Yeah, let me reading from my Mac today. So let me find another piece. I want to share some new pieces, especially where is that poem? Should be very near. Minneapolis is burning. I'm trying to find that piece.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. This is brand new. It hasn't been shared on this platform just yet. And a lot of folks have made comments about it on Facebook. So let me get it all situated here on my screen. And I've done social justice work in Minneapolis, so I felt very connected to them by writing this poem. Minneapolis is burning for justice. We black people are yearning. The hate here in the US, we're confronting, discerning. I hope you won't stop learning why Minneapolis is burning. Heads are turning, the smoke is increasing, the pain is seething. Start believing that Minneapolis is burning. Minneapolis is on fire, the activists won't retire, the situation is dire, the events that transpired took a man's life. Minneapolis is burning tonight. The people are meeting, planning, marching, targeting the nonstop injustice in the city. Minneapolis is burning because of the endemic bigotry. The citizens are soldiers in an army against racism, just like their forefathers and foremothers. They'll fight back at the system. Can't you feel the flames? Can't you feel the flames? Can't you feel the heat? They're doing it in George Floyd's name. Let the flames burn, let the buildings fall, let racist practices dissolve into the blazing infernos. Hate has to go. No justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. Are you ready to stand near the heat, the heat, the heat? Rightfully so, the people, the soldiers, the fighters are earning camera time. Minneapolis is burning. Some might think it's about time. It's about time. It's about time. We're tired of losing lives. Why do we have to continue to die, to die, to die? To all black people and our accomplices, this is concerning. burning, burning, burning. Minneapolis is burning, burning, burning. And that's that piece.
All right. Who can argue about that? Do you have a third one tonight? Maybe I won't call it three as a charm, but can you have a third one for us?
Yeah, I got something here. Let me find something quickly here. You know what? I wrote this song called Power to the People that I've been meaning to submit to this contest that's going on. So I'll just recite these song lyrics.
Okay.
Power to the people, power to the community. Beauty is in us, unity. Power to the people, power to your neighbor. Us together, nothing's greater. Power to the children, power to planet Earth. To brighter days will give birth. Power to the workers, power to the artists. As one, we rock the hardest. And this is the chorus. We will rise, rise again. We will sing, sing again. We will hope, hope again. Universal love's a sequel. Power, power to the people. Power to the people, power to our destiny, power to us collectively, power to the people, power to our cities, our homes. We are one, let it be known. Power to the people, power to everyone. We have only just begun. Power to the people, power to love, power to the joy in us. We will rise, rise again. We will sing, sing again. We will hope, hope again. Universal love's a sequel. Power, 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 power to the people. That's
Okay.
it.
Thank you, Christopher. Thank you. And what contest are you submitting to?
I forget the name of it, but they're looking for a new song for justice that all kinds of folks can sing and participate in. I gotta find it again, but
Okay.
yeah.
What then that summons me to ask you a question. Normally I don't prolong this, but this question seems to be necessary. So many of my friends on Facebook and WBGO FM Newark were talking about how the fear has heightened with parents of Black children.
Mm.
You know, as so many people have expressed, I don't, now I fear whether my son will get home safe tonight. Now, this isn't new, but the anxiety has risen since, you know, the murder in Minneapolis. You individually, is there a heightened sense of anxiety in your own head?
Wow, that's a great question. And you know what, Mo, I haven't been thinking about that at all lately, but I guess miraculously, I have never faced any danger dealing with the police in this country.
Good.
I've never felt that my life was in danger being around the police or a specific cop. And not to say that that won't ever happen, but I think up to now, my experience is just remain calm, remain focused, you know, be smart wherever you are, and I'm good. But
Okay.
yeah, man, I
Okay.
do feel I feel big time for the Black folks that have lost their lives and think about it constantly. But myself, you know, I usually walk around with a calm sense and focus and understanding that, you know, I'm human and I'll get to where I am, but I'll never be complacent, you know,
Okay.
and realize that that will never happen to me.
Okay, because on our WBGO Rhythm Review this Saturday, there were people checking in. We listen to the music live, and then we correspondingly check in on Facebook to each song. But we went out of protocol this week too, with concerns about, you know, the climate, you know, the social climate. And some people were saying, please, no more posts about the climate and the violence. I can't take any more. You know, they had reached their threshold of anxiety.
Yeah, and I can understand that. And you know what, Mo, and to everybody here, that video with George Floyd getting killed, I haven't watched that whole video. I only seen seconds of it, and even those few seconds made me fiercely angry. So I'm not watching the video. I don't want to see the complete video just because I want to remain calm and not, you know, make any decision that might get myself in trouble.
Right.
But
Okay,
it's a real thing.
Yeah, it is a real thing. And thank you then, Christopher, for your poetry and your song lyrics. Appreciate it. So may I call on Bill Strangmeyer to come on next? Bill, are you there?
He is unmuting himself and now launching his video.
Okay, now I'm in.
Okay.
Finally
Can we
got in.
can we see your pretty face, Bill?
I put it on, but it's not showing.
Oh, okay.
It actually looks like you're blocking your camera with your thumb or
Oh,
something.
Okay. Well, there he is.
I wanted to
And,
begin a
and,
tour of my apartment.
and I only thought it was me that was fucking up all night. Okay. So now I'd like to introduce the poet judge from New Jersey, Bill Strangmeyer. You're on, Billy.
Okay, yeah, all of this stuff makes me pretty angry too. Anyway, I call this Cowboys and Indians. In the movies, if something happens to you, you have to die. You swap heads with a fly, you lose a limb, you overdose on cortisone, and your useful contribution to the course of human history is gone. You only need to die, shot by the gunslinger, eaten by the monster, drowned in the hurricane or a fashionable disease, never return from Oz. What of the wounds to the soul? Gloria Graham got a face full of hot coffee from her gangster lover, then the cop she loved, Glenn Ford, looked away. At any rate, no longer pretty, it seems, she could only further the plot if she died. That was a wound to the soul because she was kind of a star. And Hollywood would never allow real ugly onto the screen. Is that a metaphor for life? Can we even survive estranging change? What if a child is different, odd? Is that why the conspiracy to kill his soul? At what age did you suddenly realize you were ugly, your body strange? What did I do wrong, Daddy? Mommy, why do you hate me today? If you won't tell me, I'll find the scarifying sin inside my mind's body. What of the sin of self-pity? Is it fatal? Does it get you killed? And just why? Dietrich didn't have self-pity in the Westerns, but she wasn't Lana Turner, shut down for giving it up to anyone besides the virgin hero, or to him. What of those elected to the fashionably hated minority? They'll get done. Teach your kids to hate and kick, or hate and kick them yourselves. The different must die. They've broken the laws and deserve the bad time. For after all, we're in a movie called Life as We Want It to Be. And the freedom for oddity doesn't exist for the scum of the earth, the different. At least not for the conventional or religious scum that shit on the world. How about we go after them? Let's kill all the psychopaths. They're different. And it's just a film.
Wow.
Okay. There's some mellow poetry for you. Okay, the judge of Jersey, you got a second one? Bill don't mess around. Bill is not ambivalent. Okay, Mr. Poet, would you come on with a second one?
Okay, misdemeanor jail. For the jealousy and the greed is the unraveling. The fizzing wick of what I write, a sharp, thin crack sheds little light, I fear, and fear it is the enemy. I hold it back behind a wall, a standing wall against all their fiery flames. It's massive and just fine with me and perfect as a dancing shawl. Some spin out silken sheets of words and others brandish their reflecting swords, while I declare and bitch and roar that the fiend has vested money's rule. So many people, so many disciples know hoarding shames. Well, my poverty proves that I'm no whore. Immaturity keeps me middling cool. My adventure land is a carnival scam, a flat joint owned by a boogeyman ham. You might think love is a five-legged sheep. I know it's the only thing that we must repeat. But love can't be adapted to survivalist games, and chameleons should wonder what we'd reap neath a black sun's bias for the cheat. I accept the blame with poor enough grace for thoughts dim zealots which to hate. But who would surrender to the hatred of lames? It's only with friends that I need to save face, 'cause far too often I bite down on the bait. So I never keep calm while shepherding a page and serve my time in my present jail, this inferior age.
Hey, all right. Yeah, let's give it up, give it up, give it up. Finger popping. All right. Hello, Laurent. I want to say hello to Laurent. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good to have you on board, Laurent. Okay, then can you give us your three as a charm, a Bill charm?
Okay, a little lighter tone. I call this heaven. Oh, and I will be happy and lovable. To whom? In a slanted, choppy world of odd colors and varying scenes. It will be like a dream. It will be like a swirl, like parallel lightning bolts with accordion moves made of different colors of time. But days and nights will suit the successive scenes in a melange of elements, a mirror ball collage. Sequence and simultaneity will make understanding easy, but boredom will be a matter of choice. Work will be for artists and play for everyone. The strange beauty of some will be visible to all. All of us are some, and all of us are strange. All words will carry intentions, and all intentions will be smooth and give glory to God, still invisible. We will never know if God exists, and no one will speak in his name. We will all be so light, dancers and acrobats. For conflict and action, the spice we call anger, there will be new and old martial arts, and there will be contests, the battle of the bands, team sports and tennis and bowling and golf for the lovers of walking who like funny clothes. And the food will be delicious, thrilling and innocuous, depending on the day. Luscious or soothing or spicy or hot. Wine will be fine, drugs will be just a mental choice, but if you want drunkenness, you'll have to be reborn. We will shit petrichord, tinkle minor chords, and no one will die to be food. For the animals will be understood in their languages, no vipers or predators. Steak and lobster will grow on trees. Happy? Every food we love with no guilt. We will all love clarity, and the vista will be large, lemniscate and clear. I will be reminded every day of summer vacations on our farm. Psychopaths will be less intelligent than the rest, so they will play their games impotently, and we will laugh, for they are children and will grow. And when it rains, it's Brittany, or we are cozily inside. There may be more than two sexes, for not all has been included here below. Sex is free and pleasant, except when anger's been agreed upon. The only perversion is lack of consent. No need of agents to procure a high, for heaven is a high. You are the color and rank and sex you choose, for God is not a class, a color, money, being made of finer stuff, imagination. We will see that this earth is a collage of the dreams of the psychopaths trying to grow up in heaven. In fact, it is this that is the nightmare dream. The dreamers are the ones who died young in the mind and who cannot accept the beauty of freedom from hatred, self-serving, self-hate. It takes love to live fully in heaven. Or you could meditate.
Right. Jeez, Bill, like, you, you wrestle that gator all the way to the last line, baby. Take that dog down, son. Take it down. Down, dog. Okay, all right. We've got okay, I want to say hello to what I'd like you to do is if you'd please message between poets so that we might all have the poet might have all of our attention. You know, the messages are nice, but it'd be nice not to message while the poet is reading, because you could be reading and you don't want me to be messaging people while we should be listening to you. That's about that, you know? And so I want to welcome, it says Soroya. Are you there, Soroya?
Yes,
Hi. And you seem new. Where in the world are you tonight?
Paris.
Paris, France.
Yes, I am.
I've heard of it. All right. Well,
Very
good.
famous, I guess.
Okay, good, good. Well, some of us on board here live in Paris, including myself. J'habite
Oh,
là.
okay.
Ouais, j'habite à Paris moi-même. Okay, stay with us, Soroya, and we will call you up. And now I would like to move
All
over
right.
and ask us to present, would go to New York and ask Carrie if she would read for us. Carrie Redna. Hi, Carrie.
Unmute myself. Hey guys. All right. First poem is from my book, Hurricanes Never Apologize. Crossing the border. We are all trapped by the curve of our signatures. Our histories are somewhat similar, even though the names and locations we come from differ. We're almost the same, but we're not the same. We are carved in complementary shapes. My skin on your skin on my skin, even when reality blows forth an autumn chill, and we are nothing more than friends. Summer dreaming is as heavy as whipped cream. Our pseudo children are golden and green, but you don't feel the same. You don't share the same dream. I let the sleeping kids lie. I lie to myself, making lions out of tabbies. Words are the only currency I can't afford. Music is the only God I pray to. Could I will you to cross the border towards my side? The girls are waiting to lie down, sinking with the sun on the green.
Yeah, okay. And would you follow that with another poem, please?
Yes. I have 2 new poems.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Just wrote this week. This next one's Constrictor. I had a major anxiety happening this week, so I haven't really been on anywhere. I'm just trying to, calm down and stuff. It's been a bad week. So this is what I wrote. Constrictor. Just hold me for a while, I begged with my eyes. I know we shouldn't touch, but we are not infected. Too informed by the shit storm. Our lives are made smaller. We mush indoors, waiting to come out for a while, and the invisible boa constrictor waits patiently for any known weaknesses that shakes us to our precious cores, that corresponds to the needs of the flesh and brains and heart. It tightens its grip without warning. Its malice flashes brightly for a few seconds before the fog grows thicker, blaming the destruction of the current human condition upon a complex pathogen. Anxiety is like a snake, squeezing tighter each minute. We are spellbound. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.
How about, can you give us Free as a Charm?
All right.
There.
Well, I wrote this today. I was watching CNN this morning. So this is what I got from this. So it's topical. For the memory of George Floyd. The streets are on fire. Police surround the streets in 25 cities. Graffiti Hotel in Lafayette Park burns in DC. NYPD car burns in Union Square in NYC. Protesters attack in Chicago with water at the police. Rocks were hurled at them in Minneapolis. Posh stores are looted in LA and Philly. Anger and frustration of protesters spill across the country for a 5th night. 2020 is becoming another 1968. A contained powder keg is now exploding because another victim is dead by police brutality because of this man's last words, "I can't breathe," galvanized nation. This time, these acts will not be whitewashed, thanks to television.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you very much. All
Thank you
right.
very much.
Okay. So let's see, who do we have up here next? Can we hear from Bunny next? Bunny, can we hear from you? Hello, Bunny, calling the Czech Republic. Okay, well then, don't see Bunny.
1 second, here I am.
Oh, here you are. Okay, can we hear a poem from you?
Yes, I wasn't really prepared to read. Hold on. Let me start the video. I'm gonna read. I wasn't prepared. Sorry about that. You know, I don't need them, but every now and then it's better.
Come to your microphone,
I just
Bunny.
afraid.
Bunny, get positioned in your microphone. You're breaking up.
Now? Better?
Yes, yes.
Can you hear me? Okay, the poem is called Darkness. What excuses the darkness of the time specs when 2 weeks long your voice in your head says, coronavirus, you're lethal. In slight distress, alone I stand, heart filled with people crying from far away. Everybody see the pain? Somewhere far away are people dying. That was it.
Okay.
And
Who is the author of that poem?
that's me.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Yeah, that's me. That's out of my book. #Wuhan. Let me see, what else could we do? Okay. The next one would be prayer. Oh man, back then, one special day, I will never forget. I'm wet, I'm wild. What happened? A total crime. Death to us all, strived my imaginary mind. I yell, but I can't help, too quiet. In solitude I pray. Dear Lord, be blessed with truth. God, please have a few, but don't take us all. Lord, we praise you. Please don't you take us. Dear Lord, we know most important and precious our life is. Please, Lord, be praised all years to come ahead and Sundays. That was it.
Oh, okay. Mercy. Okay. So could you present Three as a Charm, please?
Three as a charm. Okay. Let me see. Okay, here we go. This one is called Wuhan. And yeah, Wuhan. Wu, is it you? Long ago, year here, year there, go low. It drives me nuts, all the stats. 1,000 infections, every hour's raises. Wuhan, we promise, Corona will never let you win. So I cried a tear. What about next year? Let's pray to the Lord, it's our own world. That was it.
Well, amen to that. Okay, thank you. And good to have someone on representing from their small town in the Czech Republic. All right.
Yeah, well, next week I will prepare a little bit. I know I can read in Czech. I have actually the book #Wuhan out in German and in Czech,
Hey,
and it's
please.
always page German or Czech, and then English, so I can read both.
Yes, we encourage you to read in another language. So Czech and German will be more than welcome.
Okay, good. Good.
Okay. Now,
Thank you very much. Usually I
yes,
say well before I start reading hello, ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen, right? So are we all having fun?
Uh, well, it depends on the topic, doesn't it?
I think I enjoy this show a lot. Every Sunday I look forward to it. Actually, yesterday evening I was already hoping it was Sunday. So yeah, I
Okay.
enjoy it a lot.
Well, we're glad that you're glad, and that's glad to know.
Thank you for doing this, Mo.
Oh, well, it's a group thing. Okay, well, thank you. And we're going to move on now. And I'm going to ask a singer from France who delighted us last week by, he has a poetry book out, Laurent. Hello, Laurent. Hey there, I see that smile. Unmute, Laurent.
Hello, Mo. Hello, Mo.
Yo, and thank you for sending me that book of poetry. It was very good to read it. Thank you very, very much. Merci
I'm
beaucoup
yours.
pour la collection de poésie. Hein? Merci. Hein?
You like it? You enjoy
Ouais,
it?
ouais, ouais. I did, yes.
Thanks
And
a lot.
we enjoyed last week that you sang French poets. So what would you like to do this evening?
I want to read you a poem of my book about the color blue, the blue color.
Ah, will you be reading in French? Okay, give us a brief description of the topic of the poem.
A brief description about the topic of the poem. In fact, the title of the poem is Blue in Mankind's soul, in man's soul.
In a
In fact, man's
okay,
soul.
in
In fact,
soul.
soul. Sorry. In
That's
fact,
okay.
blue is very rare. Is rarely in nature, and it is a poetry explication of this fact. I am clear.
Yes, you are.
Well, it's a sort of poetry cosmogony of the color of blue.
Great. Okay, blew us, Laurent, blew us away.
Ce que tu vois, vois-tu en vérité n'est pas. Est-ce là l'éclat du monde ou dans ton œil à toi? Tout n'est qu'une illusion dont tu es le songeur et qui rêve à présent la naissance d'une couleur, la souffrance de nature qui couche à la nuance. Au début du cosmos était la transparence. Les ténèbres et le vide s'étendaient à la ronde. Pas une once colorée, néant était une onde dans l'océan du rien, d'une vague évanescence. Nature l'aquarelliste, les formes une fois finies, ayant fait les reliefs dessinés et pétris, projeta la couleur sur sa sphère accomplie, mais cette couche première fut bien mal répartie. Car partout dominait le vert sur la rotonde, les sables des déserts aux teintes blanches et blondes, les terres ocres, l'écorce des fleurs multicolores. Mais pas trace du bleu en cet étrange décor. Une teinte manquante, le temps avait passé, du bleuté pour toujours faudrait-il se passer? L'univers désormais, privé de cette essence, s'adressa à nature et lui dit en substance: « Il me rend colérique ce ciel d'incandescence, qu'on colore les cieux d'un azur merveilleux. » Nature prit son saphir et s'en frotta les yeux. Les larmes qui coulèrent furent si pures et intenses qu'elles remplirent l'horizon d'un pastel, bleu romance. Mais quand le jour finit, qu'enfila la lumière, la voûte retrouva sa ténèbre d'hier. L'horizon regagna son austère monastère, et les couleurs, en deuil, plongèrent dans la prière. Le ciel, sans son soleil, se changea pour la nuit, puis silence arriva, dès le départ du bruit. Notre artiste attristé n'y pouvait rien changer, de la nuit naît le jour et de l'hiver l'été. Nature l'aquarelliste se rendit chez Culture, au milieu du jardin et parmi les boutures, découvrit par miracle un jeune indigotier, s'empara du butin avant de se sauver. Désormais le bleuté sur terre serait présent, mais le pastel des hommes n'était pas suffisant, et nature se remit en quête de la couleur. Elle arpenta le globe, durant de nombreuses heures, et trouva son chemin, son Graal parmi les fleurs. Simoun et Sirocco, le Mistral, le blizzard, se chargeront des graines, s'aimeront au hasard, si bien qu'en toute part le bleu serait présent en de rares quantités, ce qui le rend plus grand. Hortensia délicate trônant sur leur granit, les bleuets dans les champs où des merles gravitent, et lavande parfumant les yeux comme le cœur. Les fleurs bleues, en tout lieu, couronnaient le bonheur. Nature l'aquarelliste s'adressa au tonnerre. Celui-ci répondit en toussant un éclair, si bien que dans le ciel une onde bleutée dansa, ténèbres électriques que la foudre embrasa. C'est ainsi que nature, au prix d'une œuvre énorme, implanta en secret du bleu dans l'âme des hommes.
Merci. Wow. And I guess you're right. There's not a whole lot of blue, but est-ce que tu es en accord avec le ciel bleu? Are you okay with the blue sky? Number 2, do you have a second poem, Laurent?
Yes, I can. Yes, we can. Maybe shorter.
It's your choice.
Okay. The title of this one is Roses of Damas.
Okay. The Rose of Damascus.
The Rose of Damas.
Of Damascus, we say. Okay.
Of Damas in Syria.
Yeah, we just call it Damascus.
Okay.
Yeah, Damascus. Okay, allez.
À l'autre bout du monde, un jardinier patient exerçait son talent de façon fort féconde. L'artisan magicien entend un jour parler de mystérieux rosiers, la fierté des Syriens, des fleurs dont la beauté irradie jusqu'à l'âme. Certains de rajouter jamais elles ne se fanent, d'autres de déclarer que Dieu dans sa grandeur change des fleurs la couleur selon le jour et l'heure, mêlant ombre et clarté sur les pétales nacrés où perle la douceur. Notre ouvrier des plantes recueille les témoignages et se met à l'ouvrage. Rose de Damas le hante. Il va jusqu'à trouver une rare famille d'abeilles, ceux pour polliniser la merveille des merveilles. Après de très longs mois de travail acharné, notre homme de contempler ces rosiers délicats, mais un doute le taraude, son œuvre si géniale, rubis teintée d'émeraude, vaut-elle l'original? Quelle gémelléité, comment donc le savoir? Je dois me déplacer en personne à Damas et de mes yeux les voir, ces roses qui me tracassent. Mes années sont comptées, nous verrons bien sur place. Il emporte les siennes, entreprend le voyage, parvient dans les parages de la cité syrienne. Dans Damas, à l'aurore, le corps du jardinier gît là, inerte et mort, couvert par la rosée.
Bravo, Seigneur, merci. You're a man of color and nature. That is great. Okay, so as we like to say, est-ce que vous avez un troisième, a third, le charme?
Le charme?
Oui, charmante.
C'est un poème long comme le vent qui s'éternise. Sursis d'un amour en suspens, instance de crise, tout n'est qu'éclair infiniment, soleil s'enlise, magie d'image, le ciel se fend, la nuit se brise, tandis que fier de main prétend être une surprise, mes mains s'égarent, deux enfants d'innocents, dans sa chemise. Pendant qu'ardemment tu défends, si belle sottise, allons cueillir du printemps aux cerises, mon bel amant.
Dédié à ma belle amour. Ma belle amour. Okay, merci Laurent. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for kindness.
Oh. Okay, so now I would like to swing us from France to Ghana. Are you with us, Benedicta? Calling Ghana, Benedicta.
Hi, Maury.
Uh-oh. Now, Benedicta, no telephone and laptop at the same time. Not this week. Are you there?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, well, I want to avoid like last week what happened. Just one microphone and one device.
Okay, so I've switched off the other device. I'm using only one now.
Oh, now we can hear your beautiful voice plain and clear, my dear. Run it, Benedicta. You're on.
Okay, so today I have one captioned as "The gallant are fallen." And I read, "The mighty gallant soldier of valor, an apparel of honor. He is an innocent soul of virtue, helmed in selfless kindness for all, vehement eros, driven in shades of the past, overflowing tears, unfair roots of life, the whys of these mishaps, legacies of prominence, yet to be natured." Thank you. That's the first one.
Thank you.
Was the sound clear?
You sounded very clear. And now would you give us a second poem? Oh, now we can see you. Now we can see you too.
Hi.
Hi.
I was hiding. Okay, so the second one. The second one is flaws. In the middle of questioned thoughts, a gaze and a stir, with events of civil unrest, the peculiar cry of the heart fights with unending demands, voices of grief engraved in words, runes of fierce restraints, shades with penetrating struggles for peace and freedom. That's the second one.
Well, we got to give you an amen on that one. To peace and freedom. Oh, yes. Okay, so can you give us Three is a Charm, Benedicta?
Certainly. This way. Okay, the third one is a humble soul surrounded by a completely unselfish love, the greatest gift any man could be given, compassion, which sees all and forgives all, speechless by his portrayed sense of humor. He assembles the expressions of humility. Thank you.
Thank you. Give her a hand. Give her a hand.
I hope today it's clear. The sound is clear.
Yeah, today is clear. It really was.
Okay. Thank you, Moin.
Okay, now everyone knows we're gonna have a second round, so don't go nowhere because we will be back for a second round. But now that we're still in the first round, let's see. We have a new person on board tonight from Paris, France. Ooh la la. Her name is Soroya. Hello, Soroya.
Soroya said that she's just here to listen. She won't be performing.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
then, all right. Your choice, Soroya. Okay. Then, then let me call on an Angora poet who's very well spoken throughout Paris and New York, and with Poets Wear Prada. And his name is Jack Cooper. Hello, Jack. Jack, you sound better when you're unmuted, brother.
Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm here. Yeah, I would like to read this, which is called The Healing. It has an epigraph, which comes from Vladimir Nabokov's memoir called Speak Memory. And the words are, "The cradle rocks above an abyss. And I'm going to use the word, the Russian word for child, which is tibyanik. We are the love of life, that deep one, never felt, only feel. Gift by virgin birth, perfect union, ideal fusion of form and content. Then what happened turns to dust. Everything around, inside it changes. We peer helpless, striving to restore origin, the obscured to penetrate. Pendulous, ever brief lives, tibionic through memory, still speaks, echoes an abyss, cradle defined, tangent, precarious, rocked by wavelength of light. Fortunate they, all who touch the bright shape. Gravity lends final weight to the unfathomable.
Gravity lends its weight to the unfathomable. Diving deep there, Jack. You're diving deep.
Way deep.
Amazing, Jack. Amazing.
Okay. So yes, we see you, David Leo Siwa, and we will duly call you up. My good friend, our good
Yeah,
friend.
yeah. Just want to congratulate Jack.
Okay. So
Sorry?
now
Okay. All right.
back to Jack with numero dos.
Back to Jack. Okay. This is another one. This has no title. He gave her what all lovers gave to each other, if only fleetingly, for the veriest instant, the illusion that this mattered and could last, that they each possessed some special magic that together blossomed into romance as timeless as any in literature, as any in anywhere. The belief, even if mistaken, that this, whatever it is, was more important than that, whatever it was. And that regardless of what happened or didn't happen, the condition of temporary sympathy surpassed everything else, flung wide the gates, raised high the drawbridge, and flew access, this openness, this exposure, this creed of geniality like a flag.
All right. Okay, Jack. Jack is back with number 3, huh, Jack? Give us a charm, Jack.
I don't know how charming this one is, but nevertheless, this is called Drowning by Numbers. Au bord de l'Ardèche, hawk flying overhead, hanging clouds, but still ample reflection below. If only I did not regret. The flow high above, underwater, inveigles as you did, and would as well. Tristesse, my medium impermanent, offers no escape. You go everywhere with me. I want to take you to dinner, even to sit at separate tables, to know you are there, where you are, sufficient nourishment for one, company to suit the most lavish tastes. Does this amuse you? I wonder, which is all I have left. Destitute itself will not do. I have to live and dine, dying alone. Oh, I hear you say. The road trails away. None comes near. Night's least return. Church tower glows. The last light mourns behind long clouds. Valleys fade unto a veil. Leaves stand down in silhouette, acquit themselves in a labyrinth. Nothing is, but it seems I am, remain alive. This merely I know, the worst hour yet. I count no star in the sky tonight. Drowning by
Yes. Yes. Wow. You're such a romantic, Jack. I'll tell you. If I was a woman, I'd give you my number.
You got my number, Mo.
Who loves you, baby?
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. So next, I would like to call. I go back to Paris next, and call one of our bilingual writers, Claire Adriani. Hello, Claire. Are you with us, Claire?
J'ai rétabli mon son parce que tu m'as
Now
demandé.
you can hear me.
Yeah, now we can hear you. Hello, Claire. Oh, you're muted again, Claire.
Hey everyone, how are you?
We're good. Good to see you. Well, hear you.
Okay.
So we're ready to hear from you, Claire.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
It's called, my first poem is called The Genius. This man, crying among the crowd, like a lost child, his tears becoming him entirely, like an old coat that appears to itself suddenly, leaves room to a heart like a soul that could not speak, and suddenly realizes the evident power of his own dreams, inflections he had never known he had inside, that he only could feel were itchy somewhere. The silent anger that he had only had interred in his body, he could not name, thus really feel, as it was, a language with no name. Where have you hidden, child? Child of the universe, whose parents have hidden as if for a joke. They're still hiding somewhere. Behind a corner, it's only a joke, they're still hiding. The man among his lines that he cannot see himself, for he has never perceived his own image, still cries for his lost parent and the smile he never had in the middle of this carnival crowd, resonating with the sounds of the drummers battling and offering the movement of his heart in return, an answer from the universe. Lost child, lost soul, cries forgotten, you appear to yourself again through my eyes. Thought you had forgotten how to feel? Now you feel without pain the energy of the whole universe in your limbs. Now you can't doubt that you feel every bit of a you, the immensity that is you in the world. Oh, I almost forgot his face, or almost lost his vision. My mind is not great enough for the genius of his soul.
All right, all right.
My
I
first
like
one.
that. I was touched by that one. I was touched by a lot of lines, particularly that one about he's he's lost and laughing in the carnival crowd, to
Yeah.
paraphrase. Yeah, and that touched me. Along with some other lines. And thank you. Number 2 from you, Claire.
Number 2, wait a minute.
Okay. While we're waiting, Soroya, I got your message that you did not want to read because you were unprepared. Well, Miss Soroya, take a minute while we're reading and feel free to collect something of your own or someone else to read for us in later on in this round. Okay?
I'm back.
Okay, Claire.
So this one is I just wrote right before the meeting, and it's something that came to my mind about how you feel solitude when you're writing, and what kind of experience do you go through.
Yeah, that
And then I
touches.
don't know, it just took me to a very different place. I was very surprised. So here it is. Loneliness is this sting that won't go away, but will look at you with bright green eyes and a black brain, following the rhythm of life itself, on earth or under the sea. The fish is lonely, like the fisherman, his predator. But doesn't the man need a fish to be a fisherman? Asks the fish. And doesn't the fish need the man to be called a fish? Thus, man relies on nature to find his place, exist somewhere. You're a curious fish, they say. Well, at least I like to always dive deeper and explore the unseen gardens of water in the dark, a color the real world cannot describe. I like to go where my soul and I are one, through the red and black seas, the bloody dangerous waves that take me deep inside where I want to be. I like to go where I can hide long enough into the darkness to spring from unexpected waters and find a poem at last, one that describes my state of mind. I like to go where his thoughts are as dry as earth and find echo in the mountains. I'm not that echo, paler being a stranger to my ears. I'd rather enchant Narcissus instead of the brave Ovid and drown him in the ocean of his impossible.
Wow, okay. Oof, that's a leap down deep. All
Thank you.
right. Yeah, you're down there in the low depths, Claire. Matt, that's mysterious and nice. Okay, and would you do us 3 is a charm, Claire?
I would love to, but I can't find it, so maybe later.
All right, that'll be just fine. Okay,
Okay.
so hang
Thank
out
you.
and come back later. And
Okay.
let's, okay, so now I would like to, well, it looks like I'm going to stay in Paris for a moment. And I'm going to ask another very gifted French, Spanish woman who reads all about town, including with Angora poets. And her name is Caroline. Hello, Caroline.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, tonight I found 3 texts. One in Spanish, a very short one. It's in Spanish words, but with no sense. It was just a strange poem, maybe surrealistic, very short. And 2 others, which are not really poems, but sometimes I look at strange movies or documentaries, and I write things
Right.
that I'm thinking about while I'm looking at the films. But it's not a critic; it's just thoughts.
Sure. Good enough. That's just fine and good enough. So, comienza en español.
So, el primero texto.
Oh, I'm sorry. A brief description of the poem.
Well, it's really surrealistic. It's the title is not right. Crotte. J'ai dessiné. I draw. I don't know what.
Okay, that's surreal. We know that. I know that state of mind.
He dibujado no sé qué, un pedacito de alma que se ha destacado, honrado por el alma de su maestro, dirigido por el lienzo de recuerdo, ternuro, verdugo de selva marina, huesos de cabra y sonrisa de cobra, que les cobra por su manta. Mentira, a la salud y soledad, sexy flor de mi alma, el corazón que sonríe, brazos abiertos para mejor abrazar la vida, felicidad nuestra para siempre compartida.
Muchas gracias.
The first one.
Yo no comprendo nada surrealista.
It's very strange. I don't understand anything also.
Okay.
So the other one is let's begin by this one because it's about war. It's about it's a documental about Vietnam War, which has been it's been filmed in maybe 1968. I don't remember. It's 67. It's 1967 about about 2 documentaries. The first one is named La Section Anderson. It's been shot. It's been shot in 1967. No, 66, but it was on cinema in 67. So it's a very beautiful documental. And Reminiscence is in 1989. He went in United States for trying to find what happened with the survivals of this section, and it's really great. And it's a very peculiar section because it's the lieutenant. Yes, it's a black lieutenant.
A black, okay. Well, let's hear it. We're ready.
La guerre en noir et blanc. J'ai vu des jeunes d'il y a 50 ans menés par le lieutenant noir américain Joseph B. Anderson, patauger dans l'eau, la boue, patrouiller dans la forêt vietnamienne. La guerre en noir et blanc. J'en ai vu certains en couleur 20 ans plus tard, marqués mentalement et parfois physiquement. Je les ai vus rire en se retrouvant, et ça m'a touchée. Ça faisait du bien de les voir heureux, revenus en zone de paix. Ils étaient d'ascendance amérindienne, noire américaine, irlandaise, italienne, de plein d'endroits différents, mais ils s'aimaient comme savent aimer ceux qui ont côtoyé la mort ensemble. Avant tout, ils étaient de la première section de cavalerie. Schoendorfer a dit que face à la mort, tout le monde est égal, et c'est quelque chose de très réconfortant. Ça m'a fait rire. Il a raison. Ça fait du bien de les voir solidaires, amis, attentionnés. C'est con qu'il ait fallu une guerre pour le voir. Et si ça marchait aussi avec un effondrement de la biodiversité dû à un réchauffement climatique et un empoisonnement de l'air, des eaux et des sols? Sauf que dans une guerre, il y a des armées, des patries à protéger, des règles à respecter, un ennemi clairement identifié. J'ai peur que ça fasse comme en physique, qu'en changeant d'échelle, les particules de matière ne réagissent plus de la même manière. Oh.
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
funny.
Right. Death. Yeah. Death is not prejudice, as you explained. And the voice, yeah. Death does not discriminate, does it?
No.
No.
That
Okay.
is equality. And the third text is about une histoire de vent de Joris Stevens, du début jusqu'à la 26e minute. Après, je crois que j'ai arrêté de le regarder. Mais j'ai pas pu aller jusqu'au bout.
Okay. So
I began watching Une histoire de vent by Joris Stevens, and I had to stop at 26 minutes and 50 seconds because it was just enough for me. I couldn't stand watching him waiting for something, and it was too sad for me. And I think this is a very desperate movie, but it's interesting. Joris Stevens is a very good filmmaker. He's done a lot of documentaries, and well, unlike this man, but he's quite sad. So I wrote those thoughts. Je suis assez dure dans mes propos, je suis surtout avec moi-même, car je vois que j'en suis là aussi et que j'ai du mal à profiter pleinement de la vie. J'apprends. I don't know. I think, yeah, I wrote this text in January 2013. So 7 years ago. Réflexion intime sur le film. Ce qui me vient. Quand je regarde des films de Chris Marker ou de Joris Stevens, je perçois au-delà des images comme une tristesse incommensurable, une tristesse sans nom. Alors je plonge dans une rêverie solitaire. Je me plonge à la lisière des larmes, je frôle les crêtes d'une mer intérieure immense, à la surface à peine ridée par un léger hâle, halètement du vent. Comme une bête sombre, tapie dans l'ombre de ma nuit, et pourtant la sentir me rassure. Elle réchauffe le froid de la tristesse. Elle est vie dans toute cette eau grise et froide. Quand je regarde leurs films, soudain c'est l'hiver, sans soleil, le bien nommé. Un hiver de l'espoir où le soleil ne parvient pas à rallumer la flamme de l'espoir. Leurs regards désabusés, dépassionnés flottent sur le monde. Ils semblent à la recherche d'un sens à tout ce fatras. Ça me rappelle Prévert aussi. Des poètes tristes, mais qui n'osent pas vraiment y plonger. Ils parlent de celle des autres. Ils parlent de la misère, de la solitude, de la quête inaccessible. Il veut filmer le vent, mais il a beau attendre, le vent ne vient pas. Mais pourquoi tant d'efforts? Pourquoi tant de complications? Aller jusqu'en Chine, déplacer des dizaines d'hommes, de femmes, d'enfants pour aller filmer le vent qui est partout. Chercher le souffle ailleurs, au dehors, alors qu'il est au dedans. Par peur d'expirer, par peur de trop pleurer peut-être. Il dit être asthmatique. Il dit vivre avec un demi-poumon à sa disposition. Le secret du souffle se trouve dans le vent d'automne, lui dit un vieux maître en arts martiaux. J'ai écrit Qigong, mais je ne sais pas si c'est un maître de Qigong ou si c'est moi qui ai analysé. Il est seul assis en plein désert. La petite fille poussée par le vent s'approche de lui et l'observe. Comme les loups dans Mes amis les loups de Farley Mowat, qui l'observe tranquillement assis derrière lui pendant qu'il guette l'entrée de la tanière durant des heures. La nature est pleine d'humour. Plus on cherche, moins on trouve. Il faut jouer avec elle, se laisser surprendre. À trop tout contrôler, on finit par pourrir à soi et au monde. Je voulais écrire mourir. Mais il y a de ça aussi. Critique automatique et sensible de l'instant senti, rêverie cinématographique avant de dormir, à ne plus sentir mes envies tellement je suis triste de le voir ainsi dans l'attente. Il attend et ne joue plus. Il se fait du mal. Il en oublie la fraise sur la falaise. Il est entièrement tendu vers le but à atteindre et en oublie le chemin. Sa vie entière a filmé des luttes et la victoire. Après la lutte, quoi? On peut lutter sa vie durant sans pour autant comprendre le sens de la vie. Lutter pour quoi? Ne pas aimer? Ne pas risquer de toucher le bonheur, de profiter pleinement de l'instant? Non, la révolution d'abord. Je dois filmer, il faut, y a qu'à, faut qu'on, faire, brandir, lever, pour la cause. Pour la cause, tout est permis. Le sacrifice de soi, de toi, de nous. Tout est bon pour éviter d'aimer et de sentir à quel point c'est beau de vivre. Alors c'était donc ça. C'était donc pour ça qu'il était venu? C'est dire cette incapacité à être heureux, à se contenter de la simplicité d'aimer, la quête de toute une vie? Winnie, départ et arrivée. Winnie qui a tout compris, avec ses pots de miel et ses amis.
OK. Merci, hein.
Alors, si vous avez besoin des références, je les ai listées. Il y a
No,
une...
no, I don't want a
Okay.
reference. I want to pass on to another poet now, but thank you.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much. Okay, appreciated that. Okay, so we have someone in the, Ron is back. Hello, Ron. Are you there, Ron?
Yes, hi. Actually, I'm just here to listen today.
Okay, all right, Ron. Then I would like to pass the poet over to our friend from Canada, from Maine in Canada, who as I think many of you may know by now, was a stalwart poet in Paris and is now back home in on the Canadian-U.S. border. David Leo Sirois. Hello, David.
Hello, thank you so much, Mo. And sorry to be late. I was trying to wake up. I'm trying to wake up all day. This is called Spoken World. I take a walk at twilight, as Paul Valéry always did. Why? To be liberated from day, its clinging spider webs of words. At times I flow with time. Memory wears a necklace of knives, each one meant for a wound of mine. While I stride forward, my mind looks back, though the persistence of time, in essence, frees us from history continuously. Midnight walks toward me, she never changes pace. The sorrows of my changing face. Who called to me from the myths of earth, echo of my despaired prayers, pity's pulse, forward footsteps that never look back, circle of pure presence, timeless space, spacious time. Still, I pick up the rusted chains of my personal story, told over time, drag it back inside my stained glass front door. Outdoors, dusk has turned to dark. That is its natural tendency, forever a round trip. The play I appear in forever starts over, echo of ocean waves the sun sculpts with fire. As Valéry wrote, the best way to end your nightmares is to face them. This is the year of the key. This is the year of the coin. This is the year of our word. This is the new alone. Now, onto the stage of the spoken world. Thank you.
This is the year of the new alone. How about bingo?
Thanks, Mo. Oh my God.
Okay, I think you spoke for most of us on that one, Leo.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, do you have
I have a second one, yes.
Oh, good.
This is called Bleu. At the end of my book, The Flavor of Water. Cher bleu, red magnetic skywalker, experienced Earth explorer, and intrepid psychonaut. Passport lost, you assert no one can steal the passport to my cool and warm blue, green, hazel globes spin within your gaze, planets garlanded by beaded lights. Our indigo eyes, one wide twilight. We grow fresh stars, water them with wild and whirling, wakeful words in broad, magnetic skies. May this letter, leaf of gentle silver maple, float across Wollastock, the St. John River's beaded waters, braided, curled around rocks, to hum Om Mani Padme Hum into your dream song silence, crowned with laughter of light and dark dusk birds. Across the waters, I can feel the slow exhale of your long delayed sleep. Your senses drop into the deep as you hold and release gold and scarlet leaves, petite ballerina feet pressed against silk silence. Sunday midnight drizzle sprinkles its mantra onto all plants' thirst. Strong craving for your gentle end of October caress. Pure desire, I attempt to navigate, sublimate into art with respect's restraint, yet fail to keep out of this poem. Cher bleu, fearless forest traveler, in one dream, you turned a pursuer into a furtive barn owl in flight. He'd fitted your wrists with handcuffs which fell fast from your contact improv hands. In that same dream, I glimpsed with direct eyes a vision of your cafe lotus bleu, expanded into a garden haven which led into a sea of trees, your secret Eden, surrendered to all who seek warm wisdom, cupped in green ceramics, steeped in deep contentment. At the heart of the forest, a sugar maple's roots plant quiet in the night. From its branches hang countless keys, gold and silver openers of inner doors. It has never been forbidden to touch and take from the tree of keys. In my spirit, I plant a cutting of deepest longing. We allow all leaves to fall, gravity of the fragile friction of our forms, fiction of separation. We laugh naturally, not the cynic's hard metallic laughter, serrated with the sound of hidden pain. We turn time's pennies over twice before we spend them on the next rich second. Cher bleu, belle amie, bien aimée. On the cusp of sleep, a brief dream flashes past my heart's eye. I ask the humble prince of selfless service, Hanuman, please lead me where I need to be. He points to pale blue fabric as it falls off a rough-hewn sign. One hand-painted word, bleu. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, you can give us three as a charm if it's not a 8 or 10 minute long one.
It's not. It's
if
one
you
page.
have it, if that one, that would have to be the second round.
I have a short one. Thank you so much, Mo.
Thank
It's
you.
called you're welcome. My pleasure. It's called The Body of Light. Dearest, I'll seek the secret to liberation, as soon as this bed lets go of me. In a dream, I waited in line for communion at Christmas time. When I reached the beaming priest, he held no white wafer and never said, "The body of Christ." Instead, he gestured broadly around us and firmly, warmly whispered, "The body of light. This is the body of light." The longest journey begins at the base of the spine and ends at the crown of the head. Seventh heaven, God intoxication. Our words lose themselves in this ocean of breath. Sun and moon share one soul between them, and you and I are cut from the same cloth. The coffee you often let sit in your cup, which you probably left for the angels, I privately pour into my form to mesh with your silky spirit. Dear one, you alone know I am hungry for nothingness. How my inner voice chants, "Let go of everything, let go of everything." Heavy words, work, mask. You sent me a twilight reminder, writing, "Let go everything." I love how you left out the of. Let go everything. Nothing holds us at all, neither breath nor our false concepts, nor webs of eloquent words. Thank you.
Okay, Leo. And that was a short one. All right.
Not 3 to 10 pages long.
No, but yeah, you know, I'm just messing with you. That's great. That's great. Thank you.
Hey,
Okay, so
Mo,
before,
I'm gonna hit the hay.
well, I was just getting ready to call on you, Mo.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to you're gonna have to be making some hay before you hit the hay. Give us something you did at Rooftop.
All of them are old pieces that I've read time and time again. I'm happy to read
Yeah.
Pablo Neruda.
Well, hey, yeah, and
Yeah,
Pablo Neruda.
yeah.
And you can read what you can read your old stuff. I mean, just like music, good poetry has a long shelf life.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. But sometimes the author of the pieces himself gets tired of reading them. So, you know. But I'm sure Pablo Neruda can deserves a little bit of spotlight. Yeah, you know. I'm sure he does.
Indeed,
You know.
indeed.
So let's get uh, so before I hit the hay, and no, that's not the title of the poem. Um, so here are a couple. I'm going to read two short ones. I love you without knowing how, or when, or from where. I love you simply without problems or pride. I love you in this way because I do not know any other way of loving but this, in which there is no I or you, so intimate that your hand upon my chest is my hand, so intimate that when I fall asleep, your eyes close.
Ooh, ooh, powerful.